models, and and you guys usually come out with a model that's quite different from the one before. I mean, when you look at the 8500, the 7800, the 9800, and the Yashi, like they're very different chairs. It's not like, well, like we were talking, it's not like the 82, 8500. All of them are very different, so it's always exciting to get a new model, especially when you know there's going to be something different about it, something cool.
I, I agree. Like I alluded to, you see companies that pump out a new chair. It seems like every month with a different flavor. This one has heat. This one has a foot roller. I don't know. To us, it doesn't seem to serve a purpose. A slight variation to me really doesn't warrant a new model unless you have a new design or a new therapy, like when we came out with the glute massage or the Yashi. So we don't try to just launch products to have 15 or 20 SKUs in the Infinity family. We try to launch products with a specific purpose to meet a specific need, that have something new and different compared to the rest of the product line. So
Yeah.
we try to present it that way. Hopefully it comes across that way. To have some sound reasoning behind the different items in our family.
Well, great. Looking forward to see it. Now, the company Infinite Therapeutics, you guys have been around a while. Now, the chairs is a fairly recent thing. I mean, recent within the last few years. How did you come upon the massage chair niche as part of your company picture, your whole picture?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. It was on one of our our first site when we first launched the product line. Myself and my partner, Michael Garceau, we were actually at an event, and we both sat in and experienced a massage chair. Um, we both have lower back problems.
Hmm.
Uh, we both experienced some relief from it, and based on our history and kind of product development, product research, supply chain logistics, we felt like it was a product that we could work with. We felt like it had a demand. Um, and that was going way back really until that was early 2009 really when uh, conceptually Infinite Therapeutics really came to be. And shortly thereafter, the design, I told you, we went and toured factories all over Taiwan, all over China, and started to put together what we wanted the initial product offering to look like. So really, it initiated by myself and my partner sitting in a massage chair and thinking that the product had a tremendous amount of merit. We knew that the market penetration in the U.S. I think we touched upon it on our last call that didn't go well in Asia Pac. The amount of percentages of homes that actually have massage chairs, I think tenfold what it is in the U.S.
Yeah.
And we felt based on the U.S. community, it's a pretty obviously one of the world's most affluent communities that the benefits of massage would be well met, and it would
Yeah.
be a product that we felt like would have a lot of leg and a lot of penetration once we ramped it up.
Well, I think you're right, and I think this is really it's a very infantile industry in the U.S. I
Absolutely.
mean, overall, the industry's only been around since 1959 or 1960 when a Japanese sewing machine parts salesman put together a chair out of sewing machine parts for his daughter because she was having terrible headaches, and that's what started. That was in 1959. And I don't think the first massage chair company came into being till the 1960 or 61. So, in the grand scheme of things, the whole industry is very young. But in the United States, it's particularly infantile. And I think now with these baby boomers and these seniors, of which the baby boomer of which I'm a part, we're hurting. All those years of playing hockey and football and basketball and playing with kids all these years. And you know what? It takes a toll on the body, and these massage chairs are just the perfect panacea for it. And I think you got right in at the right time, and it seems to be. I have a feeling that the industry is kind of gradually growing, and I think it's going to hit that bell, the beginning of the bell curve, where it really kind of hits an upper swing. And maybe we're in it right now. I don't know. I don't think so, but I have a feeling that that's where we're headed, and then it'll just kind of catch on and really get a real firm footing, and then bang, it'll take off. And I think that's where we're headed. I hope so. Being
Yeah,
in the
no,
business.
I certainly would agree. And to your comment about the baby boomers, we have a showroom here that we said we'd love to have you out at, and I obviously have one in my home, and I've been extremely busy. I have a trip. I'm going to be out for 10 days. I haven't been in my chair or a chair for probably almost 3 days for me, which is a long period of time, and it's amazing the benefits that you feel from regular massage when you have regular massage. What it does for you physically and mentally with the stress relief, et cetera, and whatnot. A lot of people don't get that. It's massage is a lot like exercise. If I jogged once a month, it wouldn't do me that much good. Or if I got a massage once a month, it wouldn't do me much well either. But when you run 2 or 3 times a week, or if you get a massage 2 or 3 times a week, the benefits are obviously exponential. And that a lot of people don't get that. And I think we truly are. I think we're probably right here. I think I think we're starting to upkick on the bell curve, and it's really going to take off.
Well, I think so too, and I hope so. And it's kind of fun being a part of it. But and it's fun getting to know folks like you that have committed, basically their careers and livelihood to bringing these chairs in and innovating and making these things more accessible to people. And the price points allow that, and I think that's fantastic. So Jim, is there anything else that I haven't asked about that you might want to touch on, or any other things that you had on your mind that you wanted to offer today, if we haven't covered it already?
I don't think so. I know a lot of times when we have conversations, you like to have the idea of kind of where we've been and where we might be going. And, I think we're always trying to be as forward looking as we can in technology and industries that we're in. And, a couple of things really come to mind. I think the technology aspect of it, the apps and whatnot, and chairs that are Bluetooth enabled, is a big part of where we're going. And I think that's really going to try to ramp us up the bell curve as far as the acceptance. Technology today, there's an app for that. Literally, it's you hear it every day. There's an app. My partner just got an app that he can open and close his garage doors because the garage door is linked into his home router. And that's something I think Iashi really kind of took a hold of. The fact that it's Bluetooth enabled, it has the Android app, the Apple app's not far behind it. That's one thing. And I think, as you probably know, Doctor, the more comprehensive massage, the more body coverage is getting greater and greater. And again, obviously, with the roller track that you love on the Iashi, the comprehensive arm massage, leg massage, I think that's one of the other things that we'll see people try to mimic moving forward in the industry. But we're real excited. We think ourselves, our dealer network, we're in the right place at the right time. It's a very exciting place to be.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll ever get to the point where they will do away with remotes altogether. Because the remotes are kind of a bother. They're either on that pedestal, or there's a wire and you got to put it somewhere. I wonder if with these apps, maybe as the younger people get older, maybe in the next 20 years we'll see a complete obliteration of the remote as we know it today, where everything will be done by the phone. I wonder if it'll get to that point.
I think we're close. I absolutely would agree with you. It may not. I think everything out there in probably within a few years will have that option. As you're probably well aware, Doctor, depending on where you are in that baby boomer segment, some folks are more tech savvy than others. So it was an interesting article on Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, where they were poking at him because he still had a flip phone. So depending on who the user is, if they don't have an iPhone or an Android operating app, they may not quite be there yet to operate everything with a mobile device. But I think probably in the next few years, I think all of your devices will be app ready. And then probably another maybe 5 years from there, I'd be surprised if everything just didn't come without a remote and they were strictly app driven. Download this on your phone and you're off and running.
Yeah. I could see that happening someday because when you really think about it, like when I look back on record albums or 8-track cassette tapes or even regular cassette tapes and now DVDs, they seem kind of archaic, even though some of them are making a comeback now, like the albums. But I think to myself, geez, that was the coolest thing we had back then. I remember my dad, when I was a kid, he had a big reel-to-reel thing, and I thought that was the coolest thing since sliced bread. Well, now of course that's so archaic, and I think maybe one day that remote control where it's got a wire and you know it's all connected to the chair. I can see maybe a day where that'll be taken out and it'll just clean up the chair so much more. And but who knows what else will be different by then? I don't know. Maybe the bloody things will fly and drive by then. I don't know, but who knows where we're going? But
Yeah, but I would agree with you. I'm sure the remote, the days are numbered.
yeah, well, and I think not a minute too soon. They're a bit of a bother, anyways. But well, Jim, that is wonderful. I really appreciate your time today. I know you're a busy guy, and I know we just did this a week and a half ago, and I screwed up with the recording. And knock on wood, it's we got the recording right this time with the updated software. But thank you so much for taking time from your schedule to visit and help people become informed about your product, about the industry as a whole, and help to accelerate the I think by doing things like this, I think we're accelerating the speed at which massage chairs are accepted and companies are validated and credibility is built. And I think this helps the whole process for shoppers who are trying to decide if a chair is right for them and which chair is right for them. So thanks for being a part of that with me. I appreciate that very, very much.
Thank you, Doctor. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and I agree 100%. I think the more the users get educated over the industry and what's available and who the players are and what companies are real valid within the industry, which obviously you do a tremendous job bringing that information base to the prospective buyer. So we appreciate that. You're one of our best dealers out there, and we appreciate your back. And we try to have the best products with the best support out there. And it's nice, so to speak, to have you on our team.
Well, thanks very much. Ditto. I feel the exact same way about Infinite Therapeutics. Thank you. Thanks for making a product I'm not embarrassed to refer to people. That's the essence of it right there.
Our pleasure.
Well, okay, Jim, I'll see if I can get out there maybe in November, but maybe in the new year. But I'll come out there in New Hampshire. And the guy that just bought the IT 7800 from me is in New Jersey, and he wants me to come on over for a home cooked Italian meal. His wife's from Italy, and I love Italian food, so I might have to make a week of it and just go visit customers out there and eat and visit. But I'll come out there and come see you.
Great. We'd love to have you.
Thanks, Jim. All right, we'll talk to
All
you soon.
right. Have a good day.